It's around 22 degrees in Joburg. Good evening, I'm Dominique Machola. Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi has expressed gratitude to all political parties that voted against the DA's motion of no confidence. Lesufi survived the motion in the provincial legislature today. The party had raised concerns over his alleged unconstitutional establishment of the crime prevention wardens. They've also accused him of mishandling issues related to tender corruption at Tembisa Hospital. Alfara Mashwane reports.
Despite the ANC leading a minority coalition government in the provincial legislature, 9 of the 11 political parties voted to keep Premier Panyaza Lesufi in office. Even parties such as the EFF, Action SA and surprisingly the Freedom Front Plus did not back the DA's bid to remove the Premier. Lesufi says this shows that parties in the Gauteng legislature are tired of political instability.
You have no idea. We are reclaiming what belongs to our people. We are re-energized to confront the racists head-on. We are tired of racists. Their time is over. They will never take us from apartheid.
Lesufi believes the DA's motion of no confidence against him was an attempt to settle political scores. Alpha Ramshwana, Eyewitness News, Johannesburg.
And major routes in Johannesburg are set to be closed to traffic in preparation for the G20 summit this weekend. The Road Traffic Management Corporation, together with provincial and Joburg Metro law enforcement, will be overseeing the closure between 9 and 1 p.m. tomorrow. JMPD spokesperson Kolane Fihla.
Law enforcement agencies are within Gauteng, and this includes the Road Traffic Management Corporation, Gauteng Traffic Police, Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department and South African Police Services wish to inform all motorists and residents in Gauteng that a coordinated joint operation will take place on the 15th of November 2025, resulting in temporary road closures.
Johannesburg will peak at 24 degrees. Dominique Machola, Eyewitness News.
EWN, in touch, in tune and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
#MSW.
You may begin to feel anxious or excited.
Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored.
High dosage administration can cause adverse reactions.
And most importantly, independent in mind and execution.
This is a normal response. Are you ready?
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Hey, what is show Marawa?
I don't know, maybe you are still calling Mr. Mazuputo, or maybe that does not exist.
Sure, Robbie.
World Cup, here we come.
Mustn't be MBMB.
I'm not a new. Why do I say I'm new?
Rob, you must bring TDL here in the studio so that we can hear his stories or allegation against Dr. Kwaza.
Footing Nyla says, there's a cause for concern with David Tidiela's utterances. He says they are wild and they are dangerous, to say the least. I don't think there's anything new that he has said. I think it's been very consistent, David Tidiela, in his utterances. He's made it very clear the people that he does not get along with. He's made it very, very clear the people that he thinks don't like him and his team.
That law that says what you is on the left must be on the right. We need to get all the facts from both chairman and TDL.
Mr. TDL, what I can say to you is just kiss and say goodbye to PSL. You will never get back to PSL. That's what I can tell you. The reason why I'm saying this is in the PSL, there are people that you mustn't fight up with them. It's either they are right, you have to be a puppet. That's what you need to be. You have to be a puppet. What you said now, you put a salt in their wounds. I'm telling you, my father, you put a salt in their wounds. Thanks, Rob. Nice show. Bye.
You have to be a puppet.
Hi, Mr. Marawa and the team. The question that I could ask Mr. Tidiela is, why now? Because he was once part of that hierarchy called PSL board.
You must know that I allow a mistake to happen in the ground. Mistake will happen to everybody. But this is not a mistake. He's following me. I'm tired. I'm saying before the media. I'm saying this before the media.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
All right, it's that time where the weekend has been ushered in as officially starts right here on #MSW. Marawa Sports Worldwide, proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
Let's go! The moments you remember.
The games you can't forget. Marawa Sports worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.
Unmistakably, guys, 37 days until the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations being staged in Morocco. 37 days. That's all that is left between whether Bafana Bafana improve on their bronze medal that they got in Cote d'Ivoire or not is all left to the preparation in these remaining days. So it's just around the corner. It's going to be happening. I've got to remind you again and again, it's going to be for the first time ever through December into January. So are you going? Are you going to be there? Have you made those right and rightful preparations? I don't know. But all I'm saying is that time is limited even for the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the Americas being played in the United States of America, Mexico, Canada. And it's 209 days left until that showpiece. So can you imagine if you follow the Commonwealth Games, that's all in 252 days. Unbelievable how quickly time flies, eh? Good luck to the Boks playing against Italy over the weekend. Good luck to Amachita as well. It's an important one. I'll tell you all about that. Talking about them, the South African Football Association President, Danny Jordan, expressing deep pride in the nomination of young South African players, though, for the 2025 CAF Awards, particularly in the Young Player of the Year category. Well, he also refrained from singling out any individuals. Jordan emphasized, though, that the recognition reflects the growing strength of South Africa's youth development structures and also the rising global profile of its emerging talent.
Well, it's the first time that we have junior players, young players as nominees in the CAF Awards. And this is a first for South African football. Tylen Smith has been nominated, one of the promising central defenders in South African football. And then we have many others who have been nominated again. Ronwen Williams is again there, consistent performer, leading from the front, or rather from the back, with our team and help us to qualify for the World Cup. So all our people have been nominated, all of the best, and we'll see who gets awarded in the CAF Awards. We hope that we'll see one or two of our players actually get awarded. But it's a huge night for South African football and for African football. I want to wish all the nominees all the best and best of luck to all of you, and look forward to a wonderful ceremony, a wonderful awards, and a celebration of the best that African football can offer.
Well, Jordan has expressed his support and wished the Amajumbos well for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup game. That game, as I said, happening tomorrow against Japan, citing the historic progression to the knockout stage.
Well, you see them in the final preparation for a very important match against Japan. Japan performed very well in their group, and this is a big challenge for us. But the players must be focused. They've worked very hard, and they've come to a point now where we're going to go into the last 32, the last 16, the last 8, the last 4, the last 2, and then it's all over. But this is the beginning of a new journey. So, Amajimbos, we want to wish you all the best. Focus, work hard, and I'm sure that at the end of the day we will celebrate with you. And no under-17 team of Safa went this far, and this is a huge opportunity for these young players. Some of them very talented, and I believe that they will be able to deliver against Japan, notwithstanding the fact that Japan is a formidable team. And it's going to be a close match, and we must just avoid the errors and the missed chances. And I hope that they will finalize all those things and go into the match on Saturday and deliver the results for themselves, for the country, for football in our country, for the team and the players. All of us are keeping our fingers crossed for Saturday.
All right, so as much as we wished the national rugby team, the Springboks, all the best for their game against Italy. Also, Bafana Bafana are going to be playing over the weekend. Tomorrow as well, they take on Zambia at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in Gqeberha.
Yeah. Well, firstly to Bafana, they're playing in my hometown and in the hometown of Ronwen Williams. Ronwen raised this question in the last match that he would like to have Bafana in a farewell match for his team and congratulating them for qualifying for both AFCON and the World Cup. So I want to wish them all the best. And to Hugo Bruce, the technical team and the players, all the best. You gave a tremendous performance the last time at Nelson Mandela Bay. We must win and have a good send-off to AFCON. So we look forward to a wonderful football, a great match, and positive results. And to Ronwen, together with your family and your friends in the city, I hope your team will give you a wonderful send-off. And want to wish you again all the best. And thank you very much for a long, difficult campaign, both African Cup of Nations and the World Cup, and success in the end. And that is why this is a celebration of both those achievements.
Well, the Bafana Bafana defender, as well as Orlando Pirates captain Nkosanathi BC, has made it clear that tomorrow's international friendly against Zambia will be approached with the same intensity and focus as a World Cup qualifier. Speaking ahead of the clash at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in Gqeberha, BC emphasized that the squad is fully committed to delivering a strong performance.
Look, I think we totally agree with the coach. You know, there's no such thing as a friendly game. I think as soon as you wear that jersey and you're in that field, you know, it's war, you know, but it's a peaceful war. So, yeah, come Saturday, I think, yeah, all guns will be blazing. The motivation is always the same whenever we're at camp, you know, whether we're playing a friendly game, a qualifier. You know, we've always trained as if it's our last training session, you know, because we don't take it for granted to be here. It's always a privilege to be here, and I think you have to earn your spot in order for you to play. No, for us, it's just taking one game at a time. You know we have a mammoth task, you know, against Zambia at home, but we're playing at home, and we have to make it count. And I think the performances have been showing, you know, throughout the period of the 2 years or 3 years we've been with the coach. So on the weekend it won't be any different. You know, we can't look ahead of ourselves and think of AFCON. We have to think about the game on Saturday. Yeah, no, for the people of Gqeberha, we're just asking you guys to please come in numbers and support us. You know, you're never disappointed whenever we came there. So we hope that on Saturday it's going to continue, and you know, we'll fight for every challenge, for every ball, and we will make you happy. Yeah, you know, it's always nice playing your neighbors, you know, but for us it's just a matter of continuity, and we know to get momentum, you know, it's always difficult. So we're trying to keep it, you know, within the group, and I think come Saturday, yeah, you know, we'll be ready.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Let's head off to Oman and chat to Roger Desar as we go worldwide. I mean, going back and joining your old soldier in Carlos Queiroz, no stranger to South Africa because of the great work he did.
There was always something that was going to be on the cards. We had a couple of contacts from different countries and different clubs, but there was nothing really that excited us. When they called him up and he had to fly pretty urgently, he had like 48 hours to get back to Lisbon and having a meeting with the president of the Oman Federation, and I think 24 hours after that I had to fly up here. So, you know, it's always, you know, when you represent a national team and you got a chance to make the World Cup and you play against the best and so on, it's a great opportunity once again.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW. Friday nights, always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Oh, I've waited long and hard for this moment, I can tell you. And as you know, Friday night under the bright lights, legends live through the unforgettable stories. And what a moment tonight. I mean, we turned back the clock to relive the artistry of a man whose feet kind of spoke louder than words. I mean, a midfield magician, a maestro with that thunderbolt in his right boot. The one and only DVD is in the studio tonight. You go back to the streets of Alexandra. I mean, people say the dusty streets of Alex, to lighting up the Soweto derby. I mean, from all of those heartbreaks to heroics, I mean, his journey is one of talent. You look at resilience, pure football soul. That's what he's possessed. He's here to open up all about it, the highs, the lows that made him a fan favorite. A lot of people loved him, regardless of who they supported. They didn't have to support Kaizer Chiefs at all, but just loved who and what he was about. What are those moments that kind of defined his legacy? I don't have answers to that. He's the only person who does. David Mathebula. Good to see you, man. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Rob. Yeah, thanks to be here.
It's the one interview I've always wished for the longest time, because you were not you're not somebody that puts their hands up when they say interview time and you rush to the media. Was that something deliberate?
Yeah, not really. You must just wait for the right moment, to be given an opportunity. And when those opportunities come, yeah.
Would you consider yourself like a shy guy?
No, I'm not shy.
At all?
I'm not.
So what was it? Was it like a perception that people thought that you maybe just didn't like to be in the spotlight? You were loved. You made headlines because you were a brilliant football player. But after that, you almost like just walked away.
I think maybe not understanding how spotlight will help my career as well. So maybe if I understood then, maybe I would have handled that in a different way. Yeah, but I didn't have a problem having interviews. Yes. But yeah, so I was just waiting for the opportunity. We had a lot of players around, a lot of good players. So you must wait for your turn.
You were the good player. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't be sitting here today if you were not a good player. But do you regret anything that made you handle the media or potential interviews in any case or in any way? Do you look back and say, maybe I should have done more?
No, not really. I think the way I handled it was okay for me. I think it was perfect for me, to be able to focus in the game, and play my game without creating any sort of unnecessary pressure sometimes. I think it did help me to stay at the highest level for a longer period, because sometimes when you want to see yourself on papers, you might end up making mistakes and then you're there for the wrong reason and then that cut short your career.
How would you summarize that career? David Mathebula, the professional football player. In one sentence, how would you summarize it?
For me, it was great looking at where I come from. I think it was a great career because I come from the villages and where opportunities are rare. So yeah, Bongeni to be specific. So Elim is the closest, I'll say town, but I come from a village called Bongeni.
Okay.
So scout, they don't come that side, So for me to making it and play for Kaizer Chiefs and also for the national team, I would say it was a great career.
When you talk about scouts not coming there, how did Jacob Sakala get to see you? Maybe that's a big question I don't know the answer to, but find out, though, after the break, because David Mathebula is here to break it down. We celebrate him tonight. We celebrate him because he deserves it. You and I would have watched him play on the field. Send us your WhatsApp voice notes. And as you know, we'll put them live on the radio because any questions or comments, it is 060-708-0484.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
Every business owner knows that expenses don't go on holiday. But at Lula, securing funding for your business can feel like a vacation. With South Africa's first SME-only banking suite, you can now pause the payments and play with growth. Apply for up to 5 million rand in funding this November and only pay at the end of January 2026. Visit lula.co.za and use the promo code GROW2025. Experience business class funding today. T's and C's apply.
It's Black November at MTN. a whole month of great deals. Get a 100 gig MTN mobile internet Ruby plan, now just 319 per month for 12 months. And for just 20 Rand extra per month, add a 4G pocket router and connect up to 10 devices. Plus, get a free 10 gig startup bundle, redeemable on the MTN app. So don't miss out. Visit an MTN store or mtn.co.za now. T's and C's apply. Today, we make moves. MTN.
You're not ordinary, right? So why not bet with the extraordinary? Bet on Lotto Star. Lotto Star offers world-renowned lotteries, quick games, real rush slot games, scratch card games, and live games. You could win payouts of up to 75 million Rand instantly. Bet now on lottostar.co.za. Your world of live games awaits. Lotto Star is licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18. NRGP 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Meet the MG ZS Pro, ready to take on anything life has to throw at it. With turbocharged power for effortless driving, a 12.3-inch HD screen that keeps you connected, and MG pilot safety features for total peace of mind. All of this starting at under 400,000 Rand. Give your family more connection, more security, and more adventure with the new MG ZS Pro. Visit mgmotor.co.za and book your test drive today. MG since 1924.
Game day's here, yes, and nuggets are flying down the wings. Fries sliding in for support, yeah. Onion rings are going in circles around the defense. This Mega King box is more packed than the All Blacks defense. Whether you're on the couch or in the stands, the Mega King box is the perfect lineup or snack for game day. Burger King, proud sponsors of the Vodacom Bulls and Fidelity ADT Lions. Mega King box, bring flavor to the big hits.
She types, car won't start, and the group's erupt.
No, good morning.
When last did you service it?
You still coming, hey?
Are you fine? Yeah, that's what
Until she opens her First for Women app.
Roadside assistance activated.
We got you, 'cause we get you. That's why we give you 24/7 assistance on the First for Women app. Her first, then her car, her home, her everything. Visit firstforwomen.co.za, a licensed non-life insurer and FSP. T's and C's online.
Still no good morning.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Let's head off to Oman and chat to Roger Dessar as we go worldwide. You talk about Iran, Egypt, Qatar. It's now Oman. And the big question that a lot of people keep asking is, what's this and what makes this Kiraj Dessar partnership click?
Well, you got to ask him. You know, I like to say that I do the work and he does the interviews and the TV stuff, and I do the work. But I'm joking. You know, he's a very hardworking man as well, and I think that's what he enjoys about it. You know, he allows me to run the whole technical side of it. You know, I run the whole technical staff, and of course, as the years have gone by, you know, the trust has grown, and basically run the show for him. You know, he always appoints me as first team coach, and he sees himself as the national team head coach.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW. Friday nights, always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Evening, Tarop. Oh, TVT. David, Tabega Mathebula Poet. Tarop, we legend, man. It is play another football, we are going to Kaiser Chiefs, another one, La Payana Sansalanum, Cowbear, Repele, Nomvet, Bumuruko Salus. TVT for me, fan. Zanda Pezula says that in Thai. Nation, Lulegam Con.
Lulego, thank you so much indeed. Truly appreciate that. Just ringing out the praises as we dish out the flowers for the one and only David Mathebula, my guest here tonight on hashtag MSW Marawa Sports Worldwide. Also a reminder, we are live on the YouTube channel, so if you want to check him out, see if he's changed in any way from the last time you saw him on the field. I think, maybe I didn't tell him, he looks younger and younger. I don't know what the secret is. You train a lot though, because I hear every Friday you're hard at training in Naturina. Is that for you or is it for the team?
Both the juniors and after training the under-19s, I go to the gym. So yeah, I try my best to keep fit.
So what is the secret to the youthful look?
I don't know. Maybe it's in my genes. because I won't say I'm working that hard in the gym, but I do work out a lot. So, yeah.
And the diet, you must be eating healthy.
Yeah, I'm not bad. So I'm not someone who eats a lot. So my diet is okay.
Like what? Give us hints. Maybe we can follow the DVD.
No, it's the same thing that everyone eats.
No,
so
it can't be.
I've reduced in sugar, so I don't use sugar a lot.
Okay.
So I think that's the main thing that I've reduced in what I eat. So yeah, I think sugar.
Say no to sugar.
Yeah, because towards the end of my career, I think I was using sugar a lot, so I was even gaining weight a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was even difficult for me to fight on the field and stuff. So after that, I said, but already it was late.
I can't imagine you with Mkaba though.
No, I won't give Mkaba a chance. With my height and having Mkaba, and then I don't think it will be okay.
No, it doesn't work well. It doesn't work well. But I mean, it's amazing that was it around about 2018 when you decided to hang up your boots?
2018, yes.
And you were 35 then.
Yeah.
And it's 2025 now.
Yeah. So then, I look at the opportunity because my last team was Chakuma in the first division. Yeah. So they gave me an opportunity to be an assistant coach. While I was playing, I was involved a little bit. So I thought, hey, let me try this. And from there, I like coaching.
That's crazy though, because I go back to that period of time. I think it was about the same time that KG Dikhatri also retired, and he also went to become an assistant in the NFD at the Royal Eagle.
True.
Yeah. So, but that decision, I'm sure people have asked you many a time. I was watching Ronaldo play yesterday. Sure, he got his red card, but he's 40 years old, this guy.
Yeah.
But he looks like a mean machine. He wants to go to another World Cup.
Yeah.
It was his first red card in 226 international appearances. So maybe that was a bit of a dampener for him. But at 35, when you look at him at 40, do you think you could have pushed until that age?
Yeah, I could have. I think you need to be lucky, depending with the coaching as well, because I see a lot of players retiring early.
Yeah.
Let's look at Keegan Dole. I don't think Keegan is, I think it's around 32, 33, but he find it difficult to get a team, or to be used at the highest level, so it depends on the coaches. You have seen Novete play until 40, and obviously has delivered consistently, but there are lots of players who at 30, they still deliver and be competitive, but they're not given opportunities. I don't know for what reason, so yeah.
But it's a stigma though that is wrong, because if the two best players in the world, Messi and Ronaldo, are still rocking it and they are around that age of 40, then what does it say about everybody else? I mean, they just renewed the other day Messi's contract in America. So none of them are saying they're willing to stop.
Yeah, they gave him 3 years more. So I think for me, it has to do with the coaches, As a coach, you need to be skilled. You need to know how to work with people. Sometimes they don't even give these guys a chance to say, okay, let me see. They just say, no, this one is old now. One people who are faster, and they don't understand those players at that age. Now they think even better, they're faster in terms of thinking, so they can deliver better, and it's not like they fail even the test when you do test during the preseason and
stuff. It's just a number.
Yeah. So the problem is the number, and some coaches, they feel challenged by those players because now they've gained experience, and they don't look at that and say, no, maybe this player can help me to build a team. So I think they're making a big mistakes.
But what the irony is, that I'm glad you're a coach now, David, and you're absolutely right. A lot of players that have come here, whether it's Amajoro or even Keegan Dolly himself, Happy Jale, Happy couldn't find a team after he left.
Yeah.
And he still wanted to play.
Yeah, it was difficult for him to get a team.
Very, very difficult.
Yeah.
What happened with Royal AM, you can't even consider that a move for him. But I'm just saying that maybe the coaches, they're the biggest culprits and hypocrites, because they're scared to use youngsters. They're scared to play and field teenagers. And then they're scared to field players above the age of 33. So, Bona, they only want a safety net of, let's say, between 25 and 30. That's not a lot of time. That's not a lot of football. So what does it say, David, about the coaching in the country right now, though?
Yeah, you just have to look at the football, the coaching. I think that's the part that we're not taking, we're not focusing on a lot, with saying the players are not good enough, but we're not checking the coaches if the coaches are good enough to coach soccer players, because my responsibility is to make the players perform.
Yes.
And if they don't perform, it's a problem. I can't keep on blaming the players because this is the 90% of the players who are playing here are South African talented players. So we need to be able to help them to perform to the best of their ability. And if that's not happening, it's not because of their problem. It's because of maybe the approach from the coaches. So that's why I said as a coach, you need to be gifted, not just to go to get the badges and come back and say you're coach. Sometimes people are coaching, but they're not really coaching.
What do you make of Hugo Bruce? Because we're going to the World Cup. We're going to the AFCON. That's all you ask of a coach. What do you think of him as a person is a completely different story. But what do you make of him as a coach and what he's managed to succeed?
I think he's a great coach.
Yeah.
Top coach. Top coach in a sense. When you look at the players playing in the past 5 years for national team, you see them playing with so much confidence. We have been having a lot of talented players in the national team, but when you play your Nigeria, your Cameroon, we couldn't impose our game. But when you look at the previous AFCON when we finished third, I think even Nigeria were sitting back and trying to defend deep, and back then it wasn't happening. But you look at the squad and the talent that we had and how the coach, I think, has managed these players. I think it's a great coach. I think he focused more on the mental side more than anything else. And that's the part that we, as South African coaches or African coaches, don't focus on. And that's why you don't see a lot of players being able to show what they have, because most of the time they are in panic when they play the game. It's like they're not enjoying.
Yeah.
So you don't see players who can impose the game. They show confidence in the game. Maybe only Sundowns in the previous few seasons. You see Mokoena and other players around him showing that they know what they're doing. And they are not scared even of making mistake. They don't even look at the bench after making a mistake. But you look at other players I always say when you're a coach, it's like you're a movie director. So the football that you talk about, you need to see on the field, and then we'll be able to say, okay, this coach so-and-so, because of this, how we play the game.
So you're like a Steven Spielberg, basically. You're directing everything that's going on. I want to take a couple of steps back. And you see, that's the reason why not having interviewed you ever is problematic, because I've got so many questions for you. And I go back to 2004. That's when you make your debut for Kaizer Chiefs. How much do you remember of that debut? Because in your first season, game time was a bit of a struggle, but you made your debut in 2004. You were playing against Silver Stars. You won that game 2-1. What memories do you have about it?
I think my first season was more of trying to settle in, and because that team had a lot of great players, your Fabian McCarthy, your Mabedis, your Patrick Mayo, the late Shuzum Shehu. So those were the players I've seen them on TV a few years back, so even if I wasn't in a team, I could understand that I'm playing with great players here, so it was more for me to settle in the team. And I was fortunate that the coach then was also good in terms of handling the squad, sometimes gave us opportunities as youngsters and made us understand that our time will come, so we're not worried about getting less minutes because, you're playing with Thabo Moki, so
sure.
You have to understand when you're on the bench.
Did he give you a warm welcome? Because sometimes it's a bit difficult. Sometimes the players who you find at Kaizer Chiefs want to intimidate you. You're the newcomer. So they're not going to make you feel too comfortable too soon because you want to take their place. But which of the players made you feel like, you know what, Binchi, Autiam, I see you, I welcome you. Who just made you feel at home?
I think I was lucky because most of the senior players like me, and Tamshu was one of the guy, because we used to go and play with him after our training, play 5-a-side. I think that was part of him trying to help us settle in as youngsters. But I came from Dynamos with Sipho Mbambo, who was part of Kaizer Chiefs before, coming from youth development. So it's the guy who I spent time with because he was familiar with the environment. So it wasn't that difficult for me to settle in. And I tried my best to show what I had. And once the players see that, they start appreciating you as a footballer. And I think that group was in the group of saying, no, you're coming here to take our position. They were helpful, because they wanted to see the best from the youngsters as well.
Good evening to you, Robert Marawa, and the MSW shareholders. It is the very first time I'm sending a message on this show. I just want to send my gratitude to DVT, David Mathebula, for the warm heart that guy has. Being a Zulu boy, I once found myself in the street of Pulugwane, Flora Park to be certain. And the welcome I got from David Mathebula, Jablan Malulega, Zwelis Laule, and the other guy we used to call Surprise, was very heartwarming. And I just want to say thank you so much for the time we spent together, boy. And I wish you well on your all future endeavors. This is Justice Chezino. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
Hey, Justice, thank you so much. Sure. People never forget.
Yeah, they don't. We try to be good citizens. I'm an African, so yeah, you need to help one another.
And for him to say that it's his first ever voice note that he sends onto the show talks about the kind of impact that you've had in his life.
Yeah, I think that's what life is all about. Impact. Positive impact.
Hey, Marawa, good evening. You keep dishing the best of the best. David Mathebula, he looks humble. I don't know, I've never met him personally, but I think I got to see the best of David Mathebula when he was one of our super subs. Him, Gers Galvik, Gerald Sebeko, and that the late Ted Dumitru. Subject to be corrected. I think he remains the only player that Dr. Kaiser Mutang once said that he regrets that he left Kaizer Chiefs. And then to you, DVD, I'm happy that you are back in the family meaning Kaizer Chiefs, and with the great work that you are doing in the development league with the young boys. You put Limpopo and Mbongwele, to be precise, on the map. Not everyone gets to play for Kaizer Chiefs and do as you did. And we were blessed to witness you pitching those performances, DVD. And then wishing you nothing but all the best in everything that you do. Thank you so much for all the memories.
Oh, man. Again, impact. Impact in many different ways.
Yeah.
Your response to that voice note?
Yeah, I think as a footballer, when I went to Kaizer Chiefs, I wanted to be better. I wanted to play regularly, because there you have a lot of players who are very, very good. And the demands are high, So I was one of the players, if not the only player, who will go back to training after finishing our first training, go back later around 5 o'clock, try to improve my skills, And I think it did help, because in most of the games I will be part of the team or sometimes start, and the coach will prefer me to deliver set piece, because of improving that on daily basis. So I think that helped me as well to stay a bit longer at the village. Because
good evening, Rob. This is Maxwell Peledi from Bushbuck region. Hey, man, I used to like the combination of David Mathebula and Gers Galvik, man. I'm a London Pirates supporter, man, but those two guys, man, they were hanging for it. Relativity.
Well, I told you guys, you didn't have to be a Kaizer Chiefs supporter. All you had to be is a football supporter to love this man. He's live in studio.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. MSW.
Turning 18 means we're always doing the most. From amalgamating water into our vocab to it winning a Grammy to introducing an entry SUV with push to start and making our competitors sweat. We've been there, driving dreams, giving Mzansi more luxury and innovation. Celebrate 18 years of more with the Haval Jolion Pro from only $4,999 per month. Visit gwm.co.za for T's and C's and to book a test drive. GWM, go with more. Brought to you by GWM Finance, a division of Westbank and authorized financial services and registered credit provider.
Yo, Chomi, did you hear?
Spill the tea, babes.
BP Rewards just turned 1 and the minis are back.
Okay, tell me more.
Every month you can win one of 4 mini luxury cars plus your share of 500,000 Rand in cashback rewards.
How?
Fill up 600 Rand or more or spend 50 Rand in store. Swipe or scan your BP Rewards and Smart Shopper cards and upload your till slip to WhatsApp. It's a mini win-win.
With my swipe. BP, every day brighter. T's and C's apply.
Start early with Spar Black Friday supersize savings. Get 4 kg Omo Auto Washing Powder or 3 litre liquid for 99 Rand. Save 86 Rand. Or 2-ply Twin Saver toilet rolls, 18s, also 99 Rand. Save 71 Rand. Prices valid from 14 to 16 November. In-store only. Maximum 5 deals per customer. While stocks last. T's and C's apply.
If you want to capture and edit Black Friday like a pro, let's chat. Snap up the Samsung Galaxy A36 and enjoy a picture-perfect performance powered by AI. It shoots smarter, not harder. Was 379 Rand per month, now only 299 Rand per month over 36 months on a 1 gig Red Cord top-up plan. Deal valid till 8 December with many more Black Friday deals at Chats Connect stores, SA's largest independent dealer channel exclusive to Vodacom. T's and C's apply. Selfie game upgraded.
Sana. She said that till slip is like the N1 highway. It's long. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I got it. It's why I got the new discount battery rewards card that gets me 10% off instantly on over 140 brands. And then, does he not tell me over 140 brands means thousands of products? Exactly. That's why your discount till slip never looked better. Injalo ke sana.
At MediClinic, we believe that life happens in the little moments. Like when you laugh so hard at your own joke, you never get to the punchline. Or when just one more page turns into 3 chapters of their favorite bedtime story. Or when you remember every grandkid's name, first try. These little moments are some of life's best moments, and they are made possible by expert care. MediClinic. Expertise you can trust.
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
David Mathebula, TTM coach. This is confirmed, right? You are the head coach of TTM.
Actually, we are the co-coaches with Pomalika.
Co-coaching works how?
Basically, we do everything together in terms of how we approach matches and the training sessions. It's a very big opportunity, and I want to thank the management for believing us. So it's a big one for me. The opportunity to test my ability, the opportunity to check how far am I in terms of coaching, and I'm enjoying it. And then I hope the future will be brighter than how it looks now.
The coaching debacle at TTM, maybe you might not have heard the last of it on the show tonight. It looks like some very weird, strange things are going on. But anyway, I'll park my comment for next time.
#MSW.
And to the listeners and obviously David, good evening. Robert, David was never the loudest in the room. Let me start in that way. He was a very quiet in the team, quiet person in the team. He had that calmness in his game and the rhythm and that elegance that we had. Remember that Thabo Moki was a player that had these similar attributes. I remember that he didn't rush the game at all. He felt it. I feel always a player that could feel the game. For me as coach, always he was very special, I think. You didn't need to tell him to do too much, for my opinion. He was already understood and he played with instinct on that times. This sense of timing, you know what I'm talking about, made football actually look simple, what actually never is. And what I loved on him, he was very respectful, humble and real. This is why he became also that coach that at the moment going in the youth part of Kaizer Chiefs. And for David, I must say that for his football always spoke louder than the words ever could. That was for me, his character. And it was great to work with you, David, and all the best for you. I know that you make the difference, especially those youngsters. You have a great job to do with these youngsters, and I'm sure that giving time, you will groom to that what you actually expect probably in the future to be the head coach of a Premier League side, and I know that you will achieve that. All the best. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening to you too, Coach Mushin Etegral. Wow. Hey. Tribute coming through from the big boss himself, the gaffer. What is he like? I mean, he's just described you as the man who didn't really say much in that dressing room, but then went on to shower you so much praise.
Yeah, one of the great coaches I've played under, and there were games that my performance was too high, and obviously he was talking more about me being consistent in the game, and when I look now what he was teaching us then, I think it was advanced in terms of how we approach the game, because I was talking about automatism, and then we couldn't understand a lot, and maybe our application wasn't perfect as well, but it's one coach who opened my eye in terms of the game understanding, and I was lucky enough to play under him. I think my game improved, how I understood the game and how I played the game, the confidence, because I remember there was some time where I got man of the match in succession. It was under him as well, so great coach who looked after future stars, most especially youngsters. He tried to protect players, tried to give them opportunities. He wasn't scared to play Sundowns and playing Tinana Bomandla, and we could win the match.
Yeah.
So that's how confident he was in terms of how he trained people.
Sure. And if he describes you as being the quiet one, in one word, how do you describe somebody like Tusopala?
In one word. Difficult to find one word to describe Tusopala.
Just one word.
Tusopala was energetic.
DVD. Osiamina. Mr. David himself. What a legend in my eyes. Had the honor to play with him at Kaizer Chiefs, had the honor to play with him at Supersport. I also played with him off the field at some indoor soccer. We played in Soweto, he used to be in my team. What a player. I'm so honored to have shared the field with you, the knowledge you have in the game, and all you have achieved, Hotmaniam. What a sterling career you had, always humble on and off the field. What a gentleman to be around, man. Wish you all the best in life, Hotmaniam. Hosiamina, Wafit. All the best in your future endeavors. Hopefully see you soon at the Chiefs Legends team, man. All the best.
Oh, my Jaivan.
Yeah.
Tusopal.
Yeah.
Your response, eh?
Crazy guy. Love to have around. And he grew in the game as well. I played with him, Kakul Supersport. As saying, we even indoor soccer play together. Yeah, man, Tuso. And sometimes we will come Tuso and say, I wish you were younger when we play together at Supersport. So, because maybe of how I play the game,
yes,
how I respect the teammate, how I try to make my teammates better, so he appreciated what I was doing as a footballer, and yeah, it's rare for footballers to come to you and while you're still playing together, competing together, to say that, but yeah, I try my best. So
listen to that. The humility in the man. I try my best. Hey, an entire legend sitting here, he tries his best. That's the one thing about Tuso that I can also give him his flowers for, and I know he's listening, is that as much as a lot of people have misunderstood him as an individual, there's just one thing about him, is his honesty. There's one thing about him, is that
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Rob. What a legend you have there. I was opportune to able to play alongside DVD, David Mathebula. What a humble guy. What a great player.
Yeah, there's that season that Nombeto was the top scorer. I mean, I know the contribution he made, from the midfield, a very good player. He's not selfish. You want other people to shine. That's a real legend there. I'm so humbled to play alongside him. Yeah, DVD, more blessing, man. Your coaching badges, I see your coaching badges is coming well now. So, yeah, we're going to meet one day, and, give back to the young ones too, So yeah, God bless you, DVD. Have a wonderful show. God bless you. You're a real legend.
Great guitar here. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you very much. Hey, another one appreciating you.
Great man. We played together at Swallows, and we used to train together after our training, So I was training my free kicks, and then he will be there to assist. Obviously, he was trying to improve his goalkeeping as well.
So you both improved each other?
We both improved.
And a God-fearing man, You don't mess around. Greg Itafia, Bible, he'll quote scriptures there that you've never heard of.
Good evening, Rob, and good evening to the legend, David DVD Mathebula, one of the most creative but intelligent and great passer of the ball. David had the ability to read the games and navigate in that midfield with such a composure. But I am enjoying David Mathebula's coaching and his demeanor on the touchline. And I must say, we are fortunate to have a coach of his caliber at the development level. Often coaches shout at these youngsters, but the manner in which he compose himself and send his instructions to the players, it's quite remarkable at that level. And you might not be given the credit that you deserve, but I must say, coach, you are doing remarkable work at the Kaizer Chiefs development structures, and I'm enjoying the boys that you are coaching, particularly Andile Mtsweni and Gift. Those boys are remarkable, and I'm certain they will make the first team very much soon.
All right, people are watching exactly what he's doing on the field as a coach now. Deboka, thank you very much indeed. Hey, it's happening there on the YouTube channel, guys. So post any of your comments. I see, somebody who's a Jacob. Jacob says, another great reason to tune in. Says, great show as always. Good welcome. Says, this is the day that I've been waiting for, the Friday Legends. Hosi Amina, DVD. That's from Mr. Maluleka, also on the YouTube channel. Junior, the editor, says that looking as fit and as young as during his playing days. So if you don't believe us, guys, tune into the YouTube channel. This man looks like he's playing for Matluk.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa, and good evening to UTVT, David Mathebula, the legend. Mr. Marawa, OTVT, I used to put him in the same bracket as the guys like Abo Surprise Moriri, your Tabo Mokis, because of his discipline. Mr. Marawa, you hardly get those guys in the media, and even in their playing days, you hardly hear bad stories about them. So yeah, I think OTVT has done a lot for football Mzansi, and I was very happy to see him being part of Chiefs Juniors, of which I think he's doing a fantastic job there. Koma Juniors, the Kaizer Chiefs. What I want to know from OTVT is that he has worked with so many coaches. I think the list is endless, like our Ted Dimitru or Gordon Nicholson. Which coach did he enjoy his best football? Thank you, Mr. Marawa. Good show as always. I just wish OTVT everything of the best in the future. Thank you.
Is there an answer to that question?
No, I think with all the coaches I played under, there were times where I performed better. I performed better when I played under Coach Gordon Nicholson at Swallows. I think I had a great season. And one season under Coach Mushin, I think I played top football. I didn't play much under Coach Ted, but the games that he gave me, I think I did fairly well. I played under Coach Middendorp, and that's where the combination of me, Sbeck or Gerskalvik grew. I think with all the coaches I played under, I'll say all of them, I was okay with working with everyone. I think
contributed towards your growth.
Very much.
And who's the craziest of them all?
My coach Mushin. Coach Mushin. It was, it was nice to work under Coach Mushin, but sometimes it was difficult because I'm a village boy coming from Limpopo, so now he comes and he demands high level. I'm not coming from a professional setup, so sometimes we misunderstood his approach in terms of when he didn't like certain things. By then I didn't understand he's coming from a high level, so the demands are higher. You're playing for Kaizer Chiefs, so you have to deliver. So the room for mistakes is very small, but Coach Mshin is someone who, when I get opportunity, I communicate with him to get assistance as well, because he's a great coach.
He's a top guy, though. I was always fascinated by when you see him on television, he's kicking water bottles and chairs, and then you meet the guy himself and his ability to communicate. It's like chalk and cheese. It's like it's a completely different human being. But hey, that's a mark of a great, great man.
Good evening, Tarops, and also to Coach David DVD Mathebula. It's Bonelo Ngoboye in Durban. I'm having two quick questions. I just want to ask Coach Mathebula, does a development coaches have a regular communication, or does they have any structure where they have meetings with the senior team coaches regarding the youngsters that are supposed to be promoted, or the ones that have been promoted in terms of their progress? Because we've seen some of the youngsters getting promoted and then they disappear, or they don't get a regular game time, or they get loaned up, and we end up not knowing where they went. I can mention a lot of names. Does they have a regular communication in terms of that? And the second question, does he have ambitions to coach a senior team of Kaizer Chiefs, or maybe to see the Kaizer Chiefs being dominated by the youngsters that they develop? Let's say maybe Kaizer Chiefs is having a starting 11 that comes from DDC. Thank you very much. Bonelo Ngoboye in Durban.
Sure, Praro, how's it? Sure, David Mathebula. The chemistry beganayo no Gers Kalvik no Jose Chorebla. What makes things easy for them ukuthi ba connecting ale yandlela bebadlala ngakhona?
One word and one word only. DVD is a perfect gentleman.
I'm sure people have asked you.
A perfect gentleman. Never on the newspapers for wrong reasons. Just a perfect gentleman. Congratulations, DVD, for being on MSW as a legend. You are a gentleman, my brother. A perfect one, I tell you now.
Perfect gentleman. I'm sure this is knocking you completely off. I do hope you realize the need. Perhaps doesn't have to be any time immediate for you to come back. The question, and a very important two-pronged question by Sibonela, needs you to elaborate, and I don't want to rush you into elaborating about the communication amongst coaches, your ambition to coach Kaizer Chiefs in the future, the senior team. But I just want you, in summary, as we pay our tribute to you and we say thank you. We're also going to give you your flowers while you're still alive, and we say thank you for your contribution. To maybe just summarize a lot of what you've heard here today and all the people that love you, including those that are watching on YouTube right now.
Yeah, I'll say thanks to my former teammates, thanks to the supporters, and thanks to the coaches who I played under and played against, and also the club that I played for, those who gave me the opportunity to become a professional footballer and to be able to have a career in football, and be able to look after my family, I really appreciate everything. And what they are saying, I think it's for me, it's humbling. And I really appreciate, because sometimes we don't see or the impact that we make to the public, but after the voice note and the former football professionals I played with, and I realized the kind of impact that we make to our community and the people, and how important it is.
Not we, you.
that I made.
Yeah, can I just correct you? For the first time tonight, can I correct my senior?
Thanks for the correction.
Not we. I don't see too many people sitting here. You, David Mathebula. All the praise belongs to you, my kind sir. Thank you so much indeed for always being a professional whenever I've interacted with you throughout the years. And continue spreading this positivity. And the one word I've learned from you today is the big I. Impact. Keep making that impact, my brother. Thank you so much.
I will continue.
David DVD Mathebula, everybody. We'll catch you again on Monday on Marawa Sports Worldwide, proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
The thrill, the drama, the action.
Let the game begin.
Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. #MSW. Live now on 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. At the same time.